Hello YouTube and welcome back to the homestead. What we have here this evening is a review of the cold steel Gladius Machete, which is actually a combination machete that has been built on a sword configuration. And so we're going to take a look at the cold steel Gladius, which is a copy of the ancient Roman Gladius, the famous sword of the Legionnaire. So let's take a look at cold steel Gladius. Okay, to start off with, we'll talk about the overall construction. It has a 1055 high carbon steel blade, which is full tang and covered with an anti-rust finish. And the blade length on this is 19 inches. The blade thickness is 2.8 millimeters. It has an overall length of 26 7/8 of an inch. And the weight is approximately 18 ounces. The handle that you're looking at here is polypropylene and it is 7 7/8 inch in length, and it comes with a Corex sheath. But we'll take a look at the sheath separately in just a minute. Now, I love this design of handle. Of course, like I said, it is a copy of the ancient Roman Gladius sword. The Gladius was the standard issue of the Roman Empire's foot soldier from starting around the 3rd century BC and going all the way up into the 4th century AD. Like I said, it is a full tang construction, and actually, looking through this hole in the end of the handle here with a flashlight, you can actually see the steel inside. So it is indeed a full tang construction. It is manufactured in South Africa. I've heard some people complain about that, but 1055 carbon steel is a decent steel. When it came to me, it wasn't as sharp as most cold steel products, but that's all right. I didn't mind taking care of it myself. The only thing is, I'm not using this as a machete. This is strictly going to be a collectible / defensive implement if necessary. So just like on the original Gladius, I only sharpened it really from here forward. Most swords are not sharpened back in here, so I didn't bother sharpening this because, like I said, I'm not using it as a machete. If I needed to go out and clear brush on my property, I would use a standard pattern machete such as a jungle machete. This has great balance. It has almost an identical balance to a sword, but you would have to work a little harder swinging it to clear brush with it because it's not heavy on the end. It's really balanced, and it's real easy to use as a sword, even though it is constructed of machete materials. So let's take a closer look at the sheath. Okay, to take a look at the sheath here, it's Cordura material, and it's reinforced with Kydex at the end. Now you're going to see some things on my sheath that are not standard from cold steel, but I'll explain why. It does have a strap here that secures it, though this strap is totally unnecessary. I just put this on here because that way I can grab and unsnap quickly. But like I said, with the length of this blade and with the rough finish on the blade, it stays in on its own. I'm turning this upside down, as you can see, and it's not even coming out. And so, the retention strap isn't really necessary. And if I was in a dangerous environment, I probably would just either cut it off or snap it in reverse to get it out of the way. The Gladius is quite secure in the sheath as is. But right now, I do make use of the retention strap, and I know they had to put that retention strap on there, or else there would be a ton of people out there on YouTube land saying, boy, they were so cheap they wouldn't even put a retention strap on it. But it's really unnecessary. Now, it does come with a belt loop, which would fit any combat belt, whether it be World War II through Vietnam design webbed combat belt, it would easily slide on there. This is not part of what comes from cold steel. I carry mine on what is called a baldric, which is actually the way a Roman soldier actually really did carry his. It allows you to carry it over your shoulder. This Gladius is heavy enough. I don't want it on my belt, even if I did wear a belt, because it would just pull my pants down. It's got some weight to it. The Gladius allows you to carry it on your shoulder. And the neat thing about Gladius is you can go from standing to sitting and it never gets in the way. You can move it out of the way. And I'll show you what it looks like when you wear a baldric. Okay, here I am with my Gladius. This is a baldric. This is how a baldric works. The actual sheath is hanging where it would if these pants had a belt on them. Most of the trousers that I wear are just elastic waistband, or else I wear bib overhauls, so I don't have belts. So I just went back to the ancient method of carrying a sword on a baldric, which I like better anyway. If I'm going through heavy brush, I can move it behind me, get it out of the way. And I'm right-handed, so I like to wear it on my left side. However, if you are a purist and you really wanted to do things the way the Legionnaires did them, then you would wear your Gladius on your right side. The reason was they were taught to wear their Gladius on the right side is because they carried a large shield on the left. And they had a reverse way of drawing their Gladius. And the thought was if you drew a cross, it would get hung up in your shield. So that's the way they did it. So in ancient Rome, a legionnaire would carry his Gladius on the right side. But I'm neither a legionnaire nor Roman, so I carry mine on the left side for comfort. This does have a buckle on it so I can adjust it whether I'm in summer clothing or if I need to wear it over a parka during the winter time. So, thank you for stopping by the homestead. I hope you found this information useful to you, and they're an excellent cheap man sword. You would never go wrong getting one. They're only about $30 from Amazon. And of course, let's keep with the spirit of the Roman Gladius. Hail Caesar. Good night and God bless.